Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? I hope you're doing all right. So we're back here with some more Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. All right, going to be doing a song that has been heavily requested here. This song is called Almost Cut My Hair, man. So I can imagine, I don't know if it's like a rocker song because a lot of rock stars like to grow their hair out. It's a symbolism of being in rock, is to have your hair out. And I don't know if that's what it was, but they almost cut their hair. They maybe almost lost who they were. I'm taking it as a metaphor. But we'll dive into the song and see if I've got anywhere close to the mark or if I'm totally missing it. Let's go ahead and take a listen, man, and see why they wrote a song about almost cutting their hair. Here we go. It's not I almost cut my hair. It's just almost cut my hair. Here we go.
Here we are.
You already know to bring the sound, man.
Almost
Baby blues.
cut my hair. It happened just the other day.
God dang, the sound.
It's getting kinda long. I could've said it wasn't my way, but I didn't, and I wonder why. I feel like letting my freak flag fly. Yes, I feel.
Jeez, the sounds these guys bring. God.
Must be because I had the flu for Christmas, and I'm not feeling up to bar. It increases my paranoia, like looking at my mirror and seeing a police car. But I'm not giving in an inch to fear, 'cause I promised myself this year I feel like I owe it someone.
God, dude, this song kicks, man. Oh, jeez.
When I finally get myself together, I'm going to get down in that sunny southern weather, and I find a place inside the lab, separate the wheat from the chaff. I feel like I owe it someone, yeah.
This is a blues house of a song, man. You cannot get more blues than this. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. You got the blues bass, you got the blues drums, you've got a crying guitar on your left, over here. You've got a crying guitar on your right, and you've got the crying vocals on a blues track, dude. That is just insane. These guys know how to catch that riff too, man. As soon as you get in here, it's like, why wasn't I prepared for this? As soon as the song kicks in, I'm just like, wasn't I prepared? I know these guys come with the sound, man. You got four spectacular musicians on one track. You know what to expect already, man. These guys are not going to fail you. These guys are going to come and kick the door down. They did that, man. These guys are remarkable together. But it's just throughout the track, dude. It's all the little additions that they do, man. All the little ad-libs, the additions with the little guitar flicks here and there, man. It just makes the difference. It makes the difference. These guys are insane. So we've got a little bit of the about on this song, man. Let's go ahead and see what they say. This is the third track from Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young's 1970 Deja Vu, written by David Crosby. It was one of the few tracks that was recorded in the studio with the entire band who were engaged in the eternal squabbling. The song, written in simple open guitar chords, features a nearly hoarse solo vocal from an emotional David Crosby and some of the most wicked guitar dueling Stephen Stills and Neil Young had ever laid down in studio. Is that not what I was just saying, man? You've got the crying vocals, you've got the dueling crying guitars on this bluesy track. It's just simply perfect. It is what blues is, at least in my mind, man. This is the embodiment of what I want to hear when I hit a blues track, man. That, yeah. Written by Crosby as a reflection of post-Woodstock Nation, it, like the musical Hair 1967, links the fashion of time with the political and emotional zeitgeist of the baby boomer generation. While some have praised it as celebrating individualism in the face of repression, others have called it overblown, self-indulgent hippie rhetoric. All right, boo. Do away with that part. Crosby has said, "It was the most juvenile set of lyrics I've ever written, and it's certainly not great poetry." I disagree. But it has a certain emotional impact. There's no question about that. And to me, that is just hand in hand with poetry, is the emotion that derives from it, okay? You could write a sweet, sweet sentence, sweet paragraph, but if it doesn't hit me emotionally, it could just be words. All right, I want emotional, something emotionally driving from somebody that I could connect with, man. And like I said, just taking the lyrics here, for me, I see it as losing yourself, right? Cutting your hair, changing who you are, getting rid of that person that you are, maybe to appease the system, maybe to appease a person, appease your parents, appease the societal changes happening, but losing who you truly are, man. Almost cut my hair. I almost changed who I was today. So that's the way I felt it, man. Let's go ahead and see what the wiki says. So the song right here, it's saying released in 1970. The song describes a real-life dilemma faced by many hippies, whether to cut one's hair to more practical length or leave it long as a symbol of rebellion. It was written by David Crosby and features solo vocals by Crosby, with the rest of the band joining in on instruments rather than on vocal harmony, as in many of their other songs. Now, I think vocally, this is, I want to say, the only second time I've heard Crosby vocals, and I gotta say, he kills it. I love Crosby on vocals, man. I think he does an outstanding job on this one. I don't know, what do you guys think, man? Stills, Nash, Young, if you throw them on vocals on this, how drastically does it change the vibe of this song? I feel like Crosby was an excellent choice right here to sing this one. He's also the sole songwriter of this song. So unlike most of the tracks on Deja Vu, the quartet and their studio musicians, Dallas Taylor and Greg Reeves, all recorded it at the same time and place. It was one of the only two songs from the album that Neil Young joined in on despite not writing it. It was only one of two songs from the album that Neil Young joined in on despite not writing it. So there were some songs on this four-member album that Young wasn't a part of, or are they just saying there were only two songs that he wasn't involved in the writing? I'm not sure. So although the notion of long hair as a freak flag appeared earlier, notably in 1967 Jimi Hendrix song "If Six Was Nine," yeah, I remember that. Crosby's song has been credited with popularizing the idea of long hair as a deliberate and visible symbol of the wearer's affiliation with the counterculture in opposition to establishment values. Man, so this is kind of where it was making its stand with the long hair because it still kind of embodies that today, right? And it's really a shame and it's really weird that I think like in corporate America, and I don't know how it is where you guys are, but you will rarely see people, rocking the long hair, getting hired into positions of power with long hair when it's just hair, right? But some people are so ingrained in another style of belief that long hair means you can't be professional and you can't be taken seriously and you can't be seen as a professional. I think that's ridiculous, but it happens. So the song also evokes the singer's paranoia at seeing the police. James Perone writes that more than any other song of that entire era, it captures the extent to which the divisiveness in American society had boiled over into violence and terror. Man, ongoing thing, guys, ongoing thing. What has really changed? It became one of Crosby's signature songs and probably his most important political song. Crosby himself stated it was the most juvenile set of lyrics I've ever written, but it has a certain emotional impact. There's no question. Yeah, we read that on the other one. And I think, yeah, the emotional impact is just as important as it is to write something eloquently and beautifully and poetically. Emotional impact is just as important. So, oh man, great, outstanding song. Thank you guys so much for putting me onto this one, man, and pushing it down on the channel, man. This was fantastic. I wish I could react to this one a lot over and over just to hear it with you guys over and over on this channel, man, more than once because that was great. Maybe there's a live rendition we can do again together. That'd be awesome, man. Strong song, fantastic sound as well, man. So thank you guys so much for pushing this one so much. Really appreciate that, man. Enjoyed it. Top tier right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation requests. All amazing ways to support me, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.